I'm going live. I'm going live. Hey there, everybody. Oh my god, this is so crazy. This has to be my first legit live session on Carissa Lee ever. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new to my channel, also welcome. Just freaking welcome. Um, yeah. Oh my god. So thank you for stopping in to watch this. This is freaking great. I am okay. First of all, I'm awkward. Yeah, let's just get that out of the way right now. There is a reason why I put like I don't even know how many jump cuts between me and my awkward pauses. So deal with that, why don't you? Two, I tend to make up words just because my brain is like, hey, here is this word and that word. Try using it at the same time. Create your own word. So look forward to that on occasion. Anyway, okay, all right. Let me just shut up about me. How has your Halloween gone so far? I know some of you have already experienced Halloween, and then some other ones of you are still kind of in that Halloween spirit and everything like that. Maybe you're still in your costume and all that. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you know what I am. I'm strawberry shortcake. And I don't know why I decided to be strawberry shortcake. It was one of these things where I was at Party City and I was looking for a costume and they had this costume in stock. And I was like, well, I wouldn't mind being strawberry shortcake. That's kind of cute. And so I decided to do it and everything. And yeah. And after I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. It turned out it was like $10. So yeah, hashtag, bargain deal and all that stuff. But yeah. So if you're watching this and you are in your outfit right now, or if you were dressed up for Halloween, what were you? I want to hear what you were because this has to be the most cutesy outfit that I've ever had on in my life. I don't think I've ever had a cutesy Halloween outfit before. Like I'd do a witch, like I'm usually like a witch or I don't know, a zombie. Um, what else have I been? Like just weird little things. Okay, actually, I take that back. Last year, I was comic book girl. Very weird because I was not a specific comic book girl. I was generally comic book girl. Like I wore this outfit that looked like I was in a comic book. It was all super colorful, had like a lot of yellow in it and all this stuff. And then I had this headband on that had like a conversation bubble with a dry erase board on it. And I could just like fill it in with whatever I wanted. So I just put Happy Halloween that day. So there's that. So yeah. That was my outfit last year. So I guess this is like I still think this is probably more cutesy than that, though. Like, I don't know. But anyway.
Pop culture girl.
Pop culture girl, yes. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, in past episodes you may have seen. If you haven't seen, that's cool. Maybe you want to look around on my channel if you want. I'm Carissa Lee, and this is my husband who has his own channel, Tommy Lee. So.
Hey guys.
Yeah, and we love Halloween. We love Halloween so much that we had a Halloween themed wedding at the zoo. And we wanted to get married on Halloween, but they wouldn't let us because of their whole, like, we live in Tulsa and they have this thing that's like a 2-week span at the zoo called Halloween. So they wouldn't let us. We like kicked, scratched, begged, everything to try to get in there on Halloween, and they wouldn't let us because of their Halloween thing that they do for the kids. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll do it on the 18th. It's fine. So now we have this like awkward amount of time. On the 18th, where we have our anniversary, and then we have like, because we always take like a week off right at Halloween. It's just like we gotta take this one here, and then we gotta take this week here, and it's like it's weird. But anyway, hey Brittany, how you doing? Are you having a good Halloween, or did you have a good Halloween? Cool. I'm really good. It's really good to see you, Brittany. But yeah. Let's see here. I had a few things that I wanted to like talk to you about. I know that this is like a late part of the night for many of you, especially in the US. Right now is actually November 1st, about almost 2 a.m. right now. So on a Wednesday too. So I know this is not a time where a lot of people are out and stuff, but that's cool. It's fine. We usually take this week off, and we know that a lot of people are usually like in bed right now, but we really want to do a Halloween episode, and I really wanted to go live finally, so I'm glad that happened. But anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about my outfit. Okay, yeah, I told you already that that I'm strawberry shortcake, and I did it because I just thought it was cute, and then it turns out it was $10 and everything. But the thing is, the other thing that drew me in was that strawberry shortcake is something that like my grandma, she has been like passed away for maybe like 5 or 6 years now, and she owned a quilting business for like 20 or 30 years, and she made me a strawberry shortcake quilt when I was like 7 years old. So for some reason, that's probably why this like stuck out to me. I'm like, oh my god, my childhood. And so I was like, hey, I'm gonna wear this because it's very cute, and it reminds me of that. So yeah, I know that's kind of weird, but that's just my thought process on this. So whatever. Let's see here. I just candy and no one. Oh my gosh, Brittany, no one came.
Really?
I was just about to say I love it. I used to watch that as a kid. You know, I don't even know. Is there like a show about strawberry shortcake? Because I think I saw something about it, but I wasn't really sure.
It's a cartoon.
It was a cartoon? Okay. Because my grandma made this quilt for me that was a strawberry shortcake themed quilt. So I was like really into it because she gave it to me, but I never caught that like on TV or anything. So I'm gonna have to look that up now. That's really cool.
Used to be like on Saturday morning cartoons, I think.
Really? Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yes, there was a long time ago. I'm gonna have to check that out, Brittany. Totally. Yeah.
She said she didn't have any trick or treaters.
No trick or treaters.
Oh my gosh, we had like 13.
We had about 13 this year, and that's gone up tremendously because usually in our area there's not a whole lot of people that trick or treat.
Two bags of candy I gave out tonight.
Yeah, 2 bags of candy. And what's crazy about that is that I don't know. I mean, we're in the middle of Tulsa, like right in the heart of it. So you would expect more trick or treaters, but because of the nature of where we are, it's probably an area where people are like, "Oh, well, I have to be careful," and maybe they don't want to take their kids by a particular mall area because the high crime rate. I can understand that. You know what I mean? But this year, he got a lot of trick or treaters. I was at comp 2 because I've been going to college this year, and so 2 days a week I'm stuck in downtown Tulsa in a class and trying to do some stuff, and he's handing out candy and everything. I'm like, I came home and I was like, I parked, and I got out of my car or whatever, and I got out of my car awkwardly just as a family and a kid was like going up to my door, and so like we went up to my door together and I unlocked it and I'm like, "Hey, Tommy, do you have the candy?" He's like, "Ha ha ha, yes I do." I'm like, "Wow, this is really weird." Because I have to turn around and tell this kid, "Hold on just one moment, please, while I grab your candy." And then when I when I gave her the when I was like, "Okay, happy Halloween," and she's supposed to say trick or treat, all she did was she stared blankly at us for a long time, and then we finally just gave it to her. And then the person right after that had a little kid that was maybe 2 years old, and they were too shy to say happy Halloween or trick or treat or whatever, but we ended up giving candy anyway, of course. But I was just like, I didn't hear one person while I was here say trick or treat, and I was like, "Aw."
But there was.
But
But you weren't
okay,
here.
I just wasn't here. I just wanted to see more costumes and stuff, and I couldn't wear my costume to school, so wait a
We
minute.
actually had a Venom come by tonight.
A Venom?
A little Venom.
Really,
Yeah,
a
it was
Venom? That's
cute.
cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, Brittany. It's raining here this year, and most other years I never get trick or treating. What? That sucks. I love seeing kids in their little outfits and stuff that they wear. That's really cool.
I thought, it's raining here too, and I thought it would keep people away, but it really didn't.
Yeah, we thought that this was gonna be a slow year, slower than usual, but it was the best year we've had, and we've been here. It's been about 4 years we've been here, and this is the most trick or treaters we've gotten. And check out my $2 shirt I got from Wally World the other day. Oh
For $2, yes.
shoot, it's backwards, isn't it? Is it backwards? It says I'm with Creepy. I'm with Creepy. And I wore this to school today because I was like, you know what? If I can't wear, if I don't feel comfortable wearing some sort of I don't know, like I don't know, an outfit of some sort, at least I'm gonna wear this crazy Halloween T-shirt.
Here's my
so.
$2 shirt. So.
Oh yeah, zombie hunter. There we go. That's a pretty cool shirt, zombie hunter. We're really into The Walking Dead. I don't even like gory stuff, but he got me into the whole plot of The Walking Dead, and the more you watch it, seriously, you get sucked into it because it's really, I don't know, it's just okay, here are my words again. They're not coming out, but I know they're in there somewhere. But seriously, that is a good show because you don't know what's going to happen next. And it makes you question every bit of what you might do in that situation yourself. You know what I mean? It makes you wonder, oh, if I was out in the wild, per se, and I couldn't trust any humans because I gotta just survive. Like, who would I trust? Who wouldn't I trust? And what would I do about it? How far would I go to protect my family and all that? It makes you wonder. It really does. It really does. Thank you, Brittany, for saying proud of classes and doing great things. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because it's been tough. It's it makes me feel weird to do college classes when I'm most likely the oldest one in the class. Maybe not all the time in the community college because a lot of people are taking classes in the evening like I am, but it still feels weird because the professors in both of my classes I take right now are they'll make references to something and they'll be like, "Oh, you guys are probably too young for that," and I'll be like, "Not me." I'll be like, "I remember that. Can you just focus on the fact that you're talking about something relevant? Why do you have to say oh, you guys don't remember, you were too young?" I'm like, no, not me. I was the perfect age to remember that. Thank you very much. But whatever, if that makes them feel better or blow off some steam for having all these young people in their classes, okay, whatever. Oh man, you know what, Brittany? I have a bunch of family that's like really into it. Like my uncle, my uncle Jeff and his wife Stella and all their kids like watch it together. And for the longest time I was like, "Oh my god, why would you watch that as a family? It's so traumatic." But I totally get it. If you want to like teach your kids how life really could be and get them prepared, hey, what better way to show them what life can be like in the roughest way possible than to show them some episodes of The Walking Dead and be like, you know what? You saw what you saw. Just take with it what you can. You know, you learned something. There you go. Off you go. You're more of an adult now. So, yeah. Yeah. I was actually almost appalled when my uncle told me they watch as a family because I was thinking how young some of their children are. I was like, oh, that's so traumatic. But really, it's kind of a good thing to show them these themes early, even if it's a little traumatic, because it's a life lesson, you know? You don't know what you're going to go through in your life, but if you don't have to ever go through that, you're doing pretty good. And that's a good lesson right there.
It's just always good to be prepared.
It is good to be prepared, for sure. But yeah. Um so Brittany, did you dress up this year? I wasn't going to dress up, but Tommy like was like, "Yeah, you got to dress up." And I was like, "Well, I don't know what I'm going to be." And then we went to the store and I was like, "Well, that's on sale and I really like that." So,
Yeah, I spent like most of my day trying to make a little chainsaw outfit guy from Resident Evil 5, and it was pretty rough.
yeah, he's been sewing all day. He has never sewed a day in his life. And what did he do today? He sewed all day long. And you know what I did while he was sewing? I read him stories out loud because I had to get through 3 stories of like there were assignments for my comp 2 class, and my comp 2 class is um nothing but fiction, short stories. So I was reading those to him, and luckily, my professor was like, "Hey, since it's Halloween this week, I'm going to share. I'm going to make you guys read nothing but scary stories or disturbing stories." And so I just like read it out loud to him because I'm trying to just like focus on bettering my speech anyway. And so I was like, "Hey, I can just practice this way." And so we read 3 stories. It was let's see here. A Good Man is Hard to Find. That's a short story we read together that was very disturbing. The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. And what was the other one? It was okay. Oh my gosh, what was the other one?
The third one.
Ah, this is bothering me. It's going to bother me till the end of time. You may not even care. Whoever is watching this, you may not even care, but I care because I'm like, I have to get a grade for this.
It was the one about the family going for a trip.
That was a Good Man is Hard to Find. That was the name of that one. Telltale Heart, and then no. Wait. There's the one where that guy went into the woods. Goodman Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Was it called Goodman Brown?
I don't think so.
Anyway, there was this one. Okay, let me just tell you a little bit. Do you care? I don't know if you even care. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna read what you said, Brittany. Hold on here. Well, that's okay. You don't have to always dress up for Halloween. Sometimes it's just nice to just be a part of it. Like, like even if no one shows up for trick or treat, if you watch like a Halloween movie of some sort, or you eat the candy, if you eat the candy for Halloween, that's okay. That's cool. That's a free pass right there. You got a whole week of like um of like an excuse to eat Halloween candy, because like if especially if you don't get any trick or treaters, like where's that gonna go? It's got to go somewhere. Might as well go in your mouth, right? Exactly. So, so anyway, so that's okay. You don't have to always dress up. Just like me and Tommy would like to do that. Just like right now, it's just like something we feel bad if we don't do, because like it's just something we've been doing, you know. But there are other ways to celebrate if you do celebrate at all. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Okay,
You're
good.
trying to figure out the name of that story.
A good man is hard to find. That was the name of it. You would think that would be about a relationship, but it's not. It's about a sick, twisted murder plot. I'm not going to tell you about it too much unless you really want to know, because I don't want to ruin the story for you. Especially since it's a short story. Literally a short story. The Telltale Heart, of course. And then, I can't remember the other one.
Yeah, we haven't figured.
That's okay. That's okay. No one really cares that much about it. I'm sure it's all right. It's cool. Wow, that's really cool, Brittany. I do believe in spirits. I believe in ghosts and all that stuff. Like I find that very frightening and scary. And I actually, when we okay, here's a story. When me and Tommy moved into this house, it creeped me out completely. Like, this is the biggest space that either of us have ever lived in before. And it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's big, but it's the biggest for us because we came from a humble background each, you know, where we had limited space. And when we moved into this house, which is even that, it's not even that big, but it's the biggest one we've ever had. Um,
It's
it's
not
not
even 1,500 square feet.
even 1,500 square feet, but it felt like a castle to us after living in our little apartments and then living in a house slash apartment slash trailer with our parents in the past. It seemed like too much space. Like, I personally thought this house was too big. Like, there are too many places for a criminal or anybody that wanted to harm us could hide. Like, that was my whole thing. I'm like, there are too many rooms. I feel very uncomfortable that there are so many rooms in here. Not even that many rooms. But seriously, um, one night I had a dream, and I still don't know completely if it's a dream. I'm sure it probably is. Maybe. But maybe the first week that we lived here, I was asleep, and in the middle of the night, somebody grabbed my legs and started shaking me. And I remember waking up and seeing no one around, but I felt it. It was so real. Like I just knew that somebody physically touched my leg and was shaking me awake at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And it was so creepy. I've never experienced any dream that was so real before until then. And that really creeped me out. And there were a few times where I felt like I was being watched in this house, which this house was built in the 50s. So who knows how many people have died and all that stuff. But I believe in ghosts. I believe in all that stuff. So I would not even question that much whether something like that was really happening to you, because like I feel like this was as real as could be. But I have no idea what the history of this house is or anything. But yeah, they play with her hair, move things, and we hear voices. But they're, you know, you're not the first person, Brittany, to tell me about nice ghosts that live in your house, because I have a coworker that works in the mail department, the mail services department where I work, that tells me she's told me in the past about her ghosts that they always try to play like that too, and they'll like leave little signs that they're there, and they'll like play little nice tricks on the people living there and everything. So it's it's kind of crazy to think that there could be like a nice ghost just like hanging out and making friends with you, but I'm sure it's possible. It would scare the hell out of me though if I knew there was a ghost trying to make a friend with me here. Although now that I think about it, maybe they were. Like maybe at 3 a.m. they're like, "Hey, wake up! You want to play a game?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" You know, insert all these explicitives here because this is freaking me out. So yeah, I was not happy. I was so freaked out. I still get freaked out thinking about how real it felt that something that I couldn't see was shaking my feet while I was sleeping in the night, you know? And I still don't know. That could have been just a dream, but it felt a little bit too real, you know? Felt too real to be a dream. So who knows? Who knows? Jeez. God. I don't know. Let's see here. Let me look at my notes. I was like not sure if anyone would be here or not, but I'm glad that whoever's here is here.
She said her house is over 100 years old.
Oh wow, your house is over 100 years old? Oh my gosh. Wow, I think that's twice as old as ours. Ours is 50 years old or so. Well, it's from the 50s, so it's more like closer to 6. Yeah, the 50s, like 52 or no. I want to say 54. So maybe 60 years. I don't know. I can't math right now. It's like too early or late, however you look at it. But it's not 100 years old, I'll tell you that right now. That is crazy. I can't even imagine the kind of stuff that you see and hear in your house then. That is just nuts. Man. Let's see here. All right. I got a question. Have you seen the new movie Halloween yet? Keep in mind, I have not. Tommy hasn't, but we're planning on it. We're probably going to try to go to the theaters and watch it this week. I don't know how it's going to be, but I think hopefully it'll be good.
Everybody's told me it's good. So.
That's good. That's good. That's a good sign. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Funny thing is that I don't actually like being scared. I know that's really messed up because I'm supposed to be into like Halloween and stuff. I like being able to like dress up how you want to be and, you know, like the whole element of surprise and um, just being something that you're not. That's what intrigues me. And maybe being spooked a little bit. But to be like downright terrified, I don't actually go out and seek that out on a regular basis or anything like this guy here. Yeah, like you. You weirdo.
What?
You're such a weirdo. No, I'm just kidding. He's a weirdo. I love him anyway though. But seriously, he likes to be scared. He likes scary stuff. He likes disturbing stuff. He likes weird stuff like that. Like he likes to be scared.
Oh,
He's a guy, basically. He's a stereotypical guy. Oh, I like to be frightened. Me? No way.
Why not?
I I only had one good experience of being scared, and it was like 2 years at the Hex House in Tulsa before they switched like they sold the Hex House to a new owner. And last year was very I don't want to say it was crappy. It wasn't crappy. It just wasn't nearly as scary as it had been in the past. And the year before that, when they had the previous owners, we went through and I experienced this weird sensation that I never experienced before. It was wild. I'd never experienced like some sort of like bliss from being scared or what would you call it? Like not bliss, but um man, like I never had some kind of pleasure from being scared before until 2 years at the Hex House, or was it last year? Yeah, 2 years. 2 years ago at the Hex House, I got so scared, so frightened that at the end I was sweating, but it was like a cold sweat, and like at the very end, the
You
very
got the rush.
yeah, I got the rush. I got the rush from the scare. I'd never gotten that before. I never understood why people did this and why they went back for more. And I finally understood it then. At the very end of this Hex House, like 2 years ago, there was this huge dragon head. This huge dragon head. Like, okay, I went through the whole thing being petrified. There was like this tiny little, there was like this big clown and this little tiny, I don't know what they want to be called anymore. Like little person clown next to the tall person clown. And I didn't know that I was ever terrified of any clowns at all until that very moment. I'm like, oh, they come in all sizes. I'm so scared. They can hide anywhere. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I know that's kind of petty. I know it's kind of weird, but that's what I thought is like, I didn't know how to fear clowns until that moment.
Baby clown.
Yeah, but yeah, I had all these like weird little scares up until then, and then the very end, the topper that drove me crazy was an unsuspecting dragon head. It had to be okay. How big do you think this thing was, Tommy? It was like it was bigger than our bodies combined. It was like huge. They had this huge size head, just like peering around the corner. So you come around, and you're like, okay, I'm really scared, so I'm gonna run this direction real fast, and you don't think anything is around this corner, and then suddenly, on a spring-loaded action of some sort, this big head that is like had to be like 4 people wide,
Probably at the size of an elephant.
about the size. Okay, yeah, about the size of an elephant. The head alone pops out, spring-loaded, as far as the eye could see. And I'm so scared that I fall to the ground. I am screaming like no one's seen anyone scream before. In terror. I am having cold sweats. I was terrified. And that was the last of it. And then I walked out of there and I was so happy to be alive. That was just like amazing. I was on this weird stress induced um euphoria that I'd never experienced before. It was amazing. We went out to Village Inn. I was telling him I'd never felt so great and calm in my life because I survived something like this. And it was weird, but I haven't had anything happen since then. And so now I get it. I get why people go after that, you know? I never thought I would get it before. But yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like I totally get that being scared is love hate thing cuz yeah, and the anxiety and stuff. I have an anxiety too. I have anxiety pretty hard, you know, and it's difficult to even sometimes I get in funks to where it's just difficult to even go to the store and stuff. So, I can't imagine yeah, your anxiety level being scared and stuff and like I hate it. I usually hate being scared, but this one time it was great. It was awesome. I can't explain it, you know? See, it's great to be the person that laughs when they get scared for the longest time and still most of the time to this day. When I get scared, I get pissed off. Like I get mad at the person scaring me cuz I just want to punch them in their face. I'm like, "How dare you stress me out like this? This is terrible," you know? Like but I totally get it. Like a lot of people will laugh about it and for the longest time I never got why cuz I just get so angry about it, you know? Yeah, clowns are scary, and I didn't realize how many people hated clowns so much. But
Phobia.
I even yeah, there's even a name for it. I had no idea how many people really hated clowns until I realized that. I think that my sister-in-law hates clowns. I think she said something about that in the past. And then recently, I got a new coworker who is about my age, and she told me the other day that she can't stand clowns. Like she had a friend that scared her in a clown outfit or something, and she accidentally broke his nose because she got so scared, and he knew that she would be scared and did it to mess with her, but she broke his nose. So you don't want to, it's not always safe to exploit your friend's fears because they might actually beat you up pretty bad. So yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, anxiety does need to die. That is definitely a true statement right there because yeah, anxiety is something I struggle with and it's not fun at all. It's just because it makes anxiety actually makes your whole life feel like one long scary movie, and that sucks because you need a break. You need a freaking break from anxiety, and it doesn't always give you that. So I get that. I totally get that. But yeah, let's see. I'm looking at my notes because like I wrote some stuff down in case I didn't know what to say. Let's see here. I said happy Halloween. Let's see here. How's everyone doing? What are you up to? Man, I got another question. Have you seen the newest Hotel Transylvania yet? Because I haven't yet, but we bought the movie. We bought the movie, right?
Yep,
Yeah, Hotel Transylvania 3. And I really loved the first one. I didn't really care for the second one, like it was okay. So I'm hoping that the third one will kind of redeem the second one. So I really love movies like that. I've always loved like 3D movies and stuff, especially if they're Halloween themed and stuff. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. So we got a lot of movies to read this week, or not read, watch. Jeez, man, read.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Watch the movie, yes. My wisdom teeth pulled. That was a wee pain. My brother. Oh my gosh, Brittany, I'm so sorry. Jeez. I can't imagine like and when you're like when you have that pain from getting your wisdom teeth pulled and everything and someone scares you, I can't imagine how terrifying that must be. Jeez. Yeah. I love the Hotel Transylvania movies, so I mean I don't know if you've seen the second one. I wasn't like a super fan of it. I still think it was good, but it wasn't like great. But I don't know. I'm really thinking that if anyone else felt the same way that me and Tommy did about Transylvania 2, maybe they jazzed it up for 3, Hopefully. And really, even if they didn't, I'm sure it's okay. Because it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of a kid movie anyway, but I love kid movies like
I want
that.
to see it. I
Yeah.
find it interesting enough.
I do too. I
Little Mavis.
Yeah.
Mavis.
Is it Mavis? Mavis? I don't know. Mavis, yes. I think it's a cute movie. I love it. I love how they bring like all the classic characters of just horror in general into it, like the Frankenstein and ghosts and werewolves and stuff. Like every bit of those classic characters like come back into this. I love it. It's so cute. It's adorable. I love adorable stuff. Still though, yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, we were gonna do one thing before we went, though, right? We're going to review.
Oh,
have you already?
That's right. No, I haven't even opened it.
Okay.
My bad.
There is one more thing we're gonna do before we go, and because we'll probably go in here in a few minutes, but
Fallon pumpkin beer.
Yeah, we're going to review this beer. And this is interesting because usually I do these kind of things on my Carissa Reviews It All channel, which I haven't actually uploaded anything to in like 3 years. But I made it for stuff like this. I made it for like beers I want to, like review or I mean, I was supposed to I wanted to make it about everything, like especially funny stuff or weird stuff that no one thinks of. But what it accidentally became a channel about was the like beer, basically alcohol and candy because and Halloween because for some reason that's when we were the most excited about the channel and then we got busy and then we didn't make any other stuff that was like that wasn't beer, alcohol of some sort, and candy. So
Smells like a pumpkin.
yeah. But anyway, we're gonna do this. Give me the beer. Yeah, I would if I could. Maybe I'll send you one. Give me your address. I'll send you one. Or let me just tell you. Okay, if we like it, find O'Fallon pumpkin beer. It's this right here. Bam. Can you read? Can you see that very well? I know it's kind of like maybe hard to see. But yeah, and it may be backwards. I'm not really sure if it's like reversing itself, correcting itself for you or not. But it's just the webcam. But anyway.
To me, it tastes a little bit not so much. Well, not as good as the pumpkin shandy one. That what was it called? Something pumpkin shandy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You did a review on it.
Can you guys can hear Tommy what he's saying, right? I know he's further away from the mic than I am. And he's giving his thoughts as we speak.
I think it's okay though.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's pretty much what you'd expect, I guess, out of a pumpkin beer. Do you need help opening your beer?
No, I don't need. I was just leaning forward to see what Brittany was saying. Oh. All right. I'll trade you with the candy. It's the right way. I wrote it down. Okay. Beer and candy. That's a fair trade. It all makes you feel better about stuff. Okay. All right. Hey, check out my. Oh, actually, Tommy. It's Tommy's. Look at that. It's a Scream bottle opener. It's amazing. I always use it when I open stuff like on the Carissa Reviews It All channel. And we're going to revive that.
It's been about 2 years.
It's been at least 2 years. It might have been 3. Wait, 3? Because you said 2015 was the last time I uploaded on it. So I feel really bad. Because I love that channel. It doesn't have like a very big following, but it's a really cool channel. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Okay, cool. That you can hear him. Good. Because I was concerned because you're further away and stuff and all that. But okay, all right. It smells good. It kind of smells like a pumpkin pie a little bit, but not very much. Like, I don't know. Just if a pumpkin pie were on a diet, if it was diet pumpkin pie, that's what it smells like. Does that make sense? Okay. Wow. This actually has a delightful taste. It's a little stout, so if you don't like that beer taste, this will probably disappoint you because it is gonna definitely taste like a stout beer, but it's like canceled out a little bit by this like pumpkin taste. It's not too bad. It's not like too bitter or anything. It's got just, for me personally, because I like a stout beer, it's got just enough stout, a little bitter, but not too much. But it has like, okay, right after the initial bitter, well, bitter, not very bitter, a little bitter taste, it has like this nice flowing pumpkin taste to it. It's really mellow.
It's not bad.
It's really not.
I thought the pumpkin shandy one was a little bit better, but this isn't bad though.
Yeah.
They didn't actually put that one out this year, though.
Really? That they didn't put out the pumpkin
Yeah.
shandy?
No, they didn't.
Oh, was that pumpkin shandy? Ah,
Jacko Traveler Pumpkin
Jack.
Shandy.
Yeah, Jacko Traveler pumpkin shandy.
That was
That is one that I've reviewed on Carissa Reviews It All, and it was a really good beer. It had a very pumpkiny flavor. This is not quite that, but it's still pretty good.
I think this one's just kind of below the Pumpkinhead beer. Remember that one?
The Pumpkinhead beer?
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe.
Well, you tried it. I think you tried that one too, and it was just a little bit better than this one.
It's a pretty good beer.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, man. Brittany says they need to make pumpkin spice vodka. Didn't I tell you something about that the other day? Like, go look for that?
It's a great idea, though.
Yes, that is a great idea. I think they should. There are so many vodkas that get me in trouble that I cannot get because it's bad because they taste too much like candy and too much like sweets. Like sugar cookie vodka, I cannot get that because I accidentally sip it like wine and it is not wine. You do not want to do that. That's a terrible idea. Terrible. And there's also this 360 chocolate vodka that Tommy gets occasionally.
Man, that's good.
Don't get that because it tastes like a Tootsie Roll and you will regret your morning. You will regret it in the morning. You will.
She just regrets it.
I regret it because it tastes like a Tootsie Roll and therefore I'm like, oh, I'm going to drink this Tootsie Roll. No, it's vodka. You have to remember it's 80 proof vodka. You got to keep that in mind. You cannot sip on it. You just can't. It's not a good idea. But anyway, at the risk of making myself sound like I have a problem, keep away from all those. And that's why if we get anything like that, if we get like a vodka, we just get the plain and most of the time, and we just add it to like a beverage or whatever, and we spike that beverage, like because you can control that. But if something tastes good, and they make it to taste like candy. Oh my god, it's terrible. It's like mixing two worlds that should not be combined.
It's terrible like a fox.
Terrible? No, it's terrible because it's bad. It's like, okay, pretend you're a kid and you're like, oh, sugar cookies and Tootsie Rolls. Oh yeah, combine that with your adult self. That's like escape from reality followed by sugar cookies and Tootsie Rolls. Bam. That's a terrible idea because you want both at the same time. You know you do. Anyway, that's my take on that. But anyway, I think that is that's gonna conclude our live stream, our very first successful live stream on Carissa Lee Vlog. So if you're watching this right now, thank you so much for watching. Hey, Brittany, it's been really cool talking to you. I hope to talk to you again in the future. And
yeah, thanks for streaming with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. We really appreciated having your company and everything. So thank you, and thank everyone else who is either watching or is watching in the future or anything, and will watch. And if you liked this video or find it interesting in any way, shape, or form, feel free to check out my Carissa Lee channel. I'll try to link it in below and everything, and just let me know what you'd like to see next. So, yeah, absolutely. Happy Halloween once again, or happy belated Halloween. And you guys have a great night, okay? Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.